hello. Who this is? That's what that guy say. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Perfectly Incomplete podcast. I am your host, Imogene Simmons. I got my co-host, Emma Girl.
Hi, I'm Toni. How y'all doing?
And we're swinging from the chandeliers. That's going to be my new mantra right there.
Swinging from the chandeliers.
Absolutely,
All right.
absolutely. How about that?
Ugh.
So how y'all doing? Thank y'all for joining us for another episode. Thank you for showing up for another episode. How you doing?
I'm good. I feel better.
You feel better?
I took a nap.
You took a nap. Okay.
Ooh,
So you
the other
look
day
good.
I was tired.
You always look good.
I try.
All right. Well, you did
I always try hard.
You did a good job, darling. You did a good job.
You got that? How many sweaters you got in that
I
color?
just got two. I got one in like red, and I got this one because it's cold and
It's cute. Is it fleece on the inside?
yeah. Yeah, so it's really warm, and I was out today, and I kind of just throw this on and throw on my little slacks and my little boots, and I'm
It's
ready
cute.
to go.
Do your boots match
Let
today?
me see. You wanna
Because
see my boot-
yesterday she had on
You trying to
the
do
exact.
you trying to do shoe cam like Wendy?
No.
And I've had these boots for 3
Those are
years,
cute.
and I only wore them like 3 times, so
Oh, she wears
But-
them once a year.
pretty much I don't. I kind of recycle. Like I wear my jeans and my sweats all the time, but
Mm.
certain things like clothes I wear one time. And certain things. But it is what it is.
Yeah, what we getting into today?
What you want to get into that? Because we left off at a good spot yesterday.
What song was that?
Oh,
I want to listen to like the whole thing when I
Do
get
you?
home.
Okay, this is Bobby Womack's. I wish he didn't trust me so much. The backdrop about that, supposedly, Bobby Womack, he was out during the time of Sam Cooke. They were artists and they were boys and they were friends. And I don't know the intricacies of the story, but what I do know, they were friends. And when Sam Cooke got killed,
Uh,
Bobby Womack ended up marrying his wife like 3 months after.
he set that up.
Well, it makes you think, they was getting it in all the time. And the song is like, I wish you didn't trust me so much. So it almost seems like, I don't know because I'm not there, but listening to the lyrics, it was going on, when Sam Cooke was alive, but he was kind of hoish too, like a lot of really successful artists are.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like they was getting it in, and Bobby was just singing about it. I wish you didn't trust me so much. But when he died, he scooped up his woman, and that was an issue. So yeah, that's the name of that song.
That's crazy.
That's
I want to
crazy.
listen to the whole. I only heard like the tidbit
Yeah.
that you played earlier,
Bobby,
and then that, and I was just like,
he's awesome. He's awesome. And I was just figuring there's something I want to talk about. So I thought the song was a little bit appropriate.
what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about
Cheating?
Omarion and what's that heifer's name that he got babies by?
Apryl.
Apryl Jones and Lil Fizz. Sort of like, and I'll let you give the backdrop. You're much younger than me, so I know you can just put it out there.
Well, from my understanding, Omarion and Apryl have 2 kids, right?
They do.
And they were together for like years. Omarion and Little Fizz are ex-bandmates, but they've always been friends. So essentially, it's like everybody was friends at one point in time. And when Apryl and Omarion split, it seemed as if Apryl scooped up Fizz. I have no idea who did the scooping, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But it just was so convenient that they split, and then all of a sudden, these 2 characters get together.
Yeah.
And like ever since then, that's just been, then they lied about their relationship.
Was it a
And-
lie or they
Because
just
like
didn't clarify?
for the longest, they were just like, we're not dating. We're not dating. We're not dating. But like, if y'all always, I get it. I have friends who I hang out with all the time. And granted, no, we're not dating. But it's like, if you're with this person all the time, and it's like all the time, like this man done showed up to your court date. You went to multiple of his shows. You're traveling so you can be at his shows. Something else is going on.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just for me. Just,
Understood.
And
And
then they never like clear. And on top of that, like people are asking and they're just like, no, not really. Like, we're just really good friends.
Right.
As opposed to just being like, we're cool. That's like my brother.
Mhm.
No, they didn't say that. So am I missing stuff?
No, that's your perspective. And I don't know, because I don't know these people and I really don't care about who's doing who. I don't care about who's doing who, right? Who's zooming who, Aretha Franklin. Like my mind just be all over the place. But I just, I guess it happens all the time. My thing is what really got my attention because I was and am aware of the Millennium 2020 tour. And so,
2019 also.
yeah, it started in
They were
2019.
all on 2019, and then 2020 was announced on Fizz's birthday.
Are you going to let me finish saying what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just,
I mean, wait a minute. You cut me off all the time. So
I'm getting better. But you introduced and you gave the backdrop and you were giving your take, and I'm just saying what I know. I had to read about it and watch
That's fair.
videos. So that's fair, right? Can I talk now?
Sure.
Okay. No, my thing is, I just know, like I know him from B2K long time ago. And Omarion, of course, was the lead singer. And I don't know that it was saying they were really good friends from what I read. It just emphasized that they were bandmates. But I think what strikes me the most is that, like you said, they were saying, oh, no, we're not dating. And then that little heifer, Apryl Jones, she interviewed. She got really ratchet with it. We're friends. She was just basically saying they were good friends. He was there for her when she needed somebody. She dissed Omarion in a sense, saying he couldn't communicate or he didn't. So, but she made it seem like little Fizz was there for her and they became friends. And then she explicitly stated, yeah, if I'm gonna F somebody, I don't mind effing my friend. She's like, she made this outlandish statements about people are worried about where her PUSSY is landing and women need DICK too. And she just
Wow. Okay.
she just out there,
Was
But,
that the Instagram video she did? Because she did an Instagram video too.
she did one too. What was hers of?
She did, it was just like a live video. So
Yeah.
she was just sitting there just like, I guess, venting and talking and stuff. And
Was she like in front of a carpet, a brown carpet or something?
I don't remember, to be
Okay.
honest. This was like a while ago.
Okay.
I'm not even going to hold you.
And I don't even want to focus on
Yeah.
her because, and I almost want to say that they are trying to play on Omarion because he is bigger than both of them. But I'm just struck to the fact that Omarion is fine. You hear me? Can dance, was the lead singer of, B2K, of course. But all of a sudden they're talking about the fans want this reunion tour. They put it together, which him and old girl broke up in when they broke up?
They broke up like, I want to say 2017.
16, June.
Okay.
And I don't know.
I mean, like it's been a minute. So obviously, I mean,
but it's the
he's a
post.
whole mood. I'm sorry.
But it's the
Like-
post. It's his post. It's his post. He on Instagram,
Like,
he goes
I
on
don't
Instagram
care.
and says, good things come to those who wait. So that blew my mind that he would say that.
Mhm.
Like, you were just waiting for your chance to
Mhm.
get with this girl. You ain't really got no prize. I'm just saying, I mean, she's beautiful, she's pretty and all of that. Just because she's on the pop, she's on the, what is it?
Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah, Love and Hip Hop and all
She
that.
only on there because she was who her baby father is.
Absolutely.
As are
But
most of them, but
I guess-
none of my business.
When I size it up, I think it's foul. Meek Mill, and I like Meek Mill.
Mhm.
And anytime he says something is messed up, it's pretty messed up. He's a pretty stand-up guy, pretty cool guy. But, he's not God. That's his opinion. I think it's really messed up. Me personally, if I was like bandmates or if I was in a group with people and we swung and we traveled together, we performed together, it's like a family.
Right.
I do know that. And for me to, break up with my baby mama and then you get with her, I think that's pretty foul, which Omarion's handling it pretty good.
He's unbothered.
But he
He is so unbothered.
but maybe he was a strategist because he didn't freak out. But you see, he pulled B2K from the tour as the feature and got Bow Wow instead, right?
That's true.
So
Well,
who's hurting now?
yeah. I mean, it was like the same thing that happened back when they were doing Scream Tour. Once B2K broke up, Omarion continued, his solo career.
Yeah.
And then he still ended up on Scream Tour 4, regardless.
Yeah,
But I mean, the only reason why I know that's because I've been to every last one of them.
you have. So
I
you're a
have.
diehard B2K fan.
Ah,
Okay.
Yeah,
They were pretty
completely.
hot. We had a friend who used to call them Y2K. Remember Sam used to call them Y? She's like, "What's that group Y2K?" And I used to say Y2K, and they'd be like, "No, B2K."
Yeah, I
Right?
had every album,
Did
multiple
you?
posters. It just is what it is. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. I
I mean,
remember.
it was cool. I mean, I was like what, like 12.
Okay,
And, music was music, and
it
probably
was
now
good.
looking back, I probably shouldn't have been listening to it
Why not? They made good music, and Omarion was just
content wise.
well, you know.
Content wise, maybe because I had no idea what the world I was singing, and now if I listen to it, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't. He's unbothered. He's just like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said is, if they're happy, as long as they're happy. But he says,
He
they
got a
need to.
live-in babysitter.
True, but he says, and he knows this about him. I think he's a smart guy. He's cool and he's calm and he's collected. I think he is a strategist because he chilled. I think I read something about where they had words on the set of the hip hop. What's the name of that?
Love and hip
Yeah,
hop.
because I don't watch that crap. But they had words
Ratchet
on the
TV.
well, whatever you want to call it. I don't watch that crap. I don't watch that crap. But anyway, they were before they could get into it on set,
Mhm.
somebody pulled them apart. So I don't know if it was exactly about that. But in my mind, I think he should have been given a pass to beat that Negro down and then spit on him.
Why?
Why? I mean, it's felt like he says he doesn't care as long as they're happy, let them be happy. But then he goes on to say, he has kids with her. So
Right.
whatever affects her affects him, as
Mhm.
far as the kids and stuff. And I get it, but that's lower than low. In my opinion, man, you don't even have respect for the brother as a man. I mean, and that's just my thing. Just like if me and you were in a relationship, we have a relationship, right?
Mhm.
And just say, I'm with someone, and I'm with someone and all of this good stuff, and you're around because we hang out together, we work together, we do all of this stuff. And
Mhm.
then I split, and then you get with the person, and then you post this caption, good things come to those who wait, just like saying you wanted what I had all the time.
Mm.
That's the part I find problematic.
Ooh. Okay.
And she's a bigger slut, in my opinion. Just the way she speaks of herself like a piece of Pussy and talking about Pussy needs DICK. I'm not that vulgar to go out like that.
Yeah.
I'm a grown up and I can use words like that. But for her, and I know it's probably for ratings or whatever, but it's still you. You're an actress, you're a singer. But this is Omarion. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, granted, I do believe that she could have went about it a little bit more elegantly.
She's not elegant at all.
That's
She's a thought. In my opinion. In my opinion. Because how can you be in love with a man? You got 2 kids with him. I think they was together about 4 years. But I would like to think they know each other and they had a deep relationship.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like if the two of them were going to part ways. Apparently there was also like a whole big thing with like custody and all this other crap between the two of them, but that's besides the point. But regardless of what's going on, if the two of you guys are going to part ways, you should still have enough respect for one another to be like, hey, I am considering on seeing said person. I just figured I'd let you
Oh, your
know.
nails look cute, girl.
Oh, yeah, just got them done.
Yeah. Okay.
Aren't
Get
they
back.
festive?
They are. Green.
But,
I don't really like the green though, but they look pretty on you.
Thank
I don't
you.
celebrate Christmas.
No. I said festive.
Okay. All right, my bad.
I like
But
the
anyway,
holidays.
I'm sorry. We took a little sidebar.
Yeah. But she could have just been like, I like him, just because I'm a single woman, and with me being a single woman, I'm going to see other people. Period. And whom I see is my business.
Well, I think they know they was going to see other people.
But that's like, but I'm just saying, instead of for her going out and being like, I have a vagina and vagina needs penis. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have needs too as a woman, as a like you
well,
could
that didn't even need to be said.
And even then, you could have just been like, I have needs as a woman, period.
But
you didn't have to like
that goes
name
without
the parts.
saying. That goes without saying.
It does, but I don't know why she said it. I thought it was stupid.
I just think in the long run, it's gonna bite her. And she's already mentioned stuff about Omarion was like he ain't making money, and she mentioned child support, how she was only getting like $700 a month, and And somebody, I love the social media world
Mm.
because people were commenting and they said, yeah, when Omarion gets ready to do a show, he drops the kids off, with
Live-in
yeah,
babysitter.
I live in, but then I said on the other side, Omarion's doing his child support. He's making money. He's taking care of his kids. So not only is April benefiting, but little Fizz is benefit because he's not worth that. I mean, he's worth maybe accordingly, his net worth is like a third of what, not even a third. I think his net worth is like $2 million.
Mm.
Hers is like 4 million, and Omarion's supposedly is like 12. It's probably more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But just it's no comparison. And so people were saying she stepped down, and people deserve to be happy and stuff like that. I just don't know what kind of world we in, which Omarion says he doesn't care. He says, it doesn't bother him, and he was real cool, and he was on Vlad TV.
Really?
Yeah, and I believed him. He seemed really genuine, but I'm like, little Fizz for Marion, is you stupid? I mean, I'm too old to be in that game. Bless you.
Thank you.
But I mean, it is what it is. I just don't understand the way people do. But then I still say he was cool because he said, I got something for him. Because on little Fizz's 34th birthday, that's when he announced that, yeah, I won't be finishing this leg of the tour. You know what I'm saying? And so I know that had to hurt. So he was, bless you. People saying he was playing chess instead of checkers. So I think good for you, Omarion. That's what I say. And Apryl Jones, keep doing what you do.
Oh, Jesus.
Bless you. Because Omarion is still successful. He's still doing what he got to do. He's not dissing her. He's not saying nothing negative about her.
Right.
She's kind of making herself look like a fool. But I think they both are trying to ride the publicity.
As you I mean, for him, I say do it because it's free. But she's doing all the work for you.
But I think that's why he's not even responding like that, Omarion.
Exactly.
He's like, why am I going to increase your social value just by coming back at you,
Right.
So, but I don't know. I just think they say good things come to those who wait. I'm going to wait and see if the good things are still good. If I'm around to see what the end of that is going to be. I don't wish him bad, but I just think it's like kind of foul. But what do I know? It's like the thing with Bobby Womack and Sam Cooke.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, this is different. I guess it's nothing. I guess it ain't too different.
It's like, I mean, it's a different time. Same concept, though. I think when you're in the music or entertainment industry and you're touring and, you have a family. Some people have families. Some people are single. So this is your bandmate. And of course, they know your family. They're at your house. You guys are doing all kind of, you do get to know people and you're looking at them. And who's to say what people are thinking in their minds if I'm looking at your fiance, who's to say what I'm thinking? And people can't help who they're attracted to. I guess we talked about that, but but I'd like to think you could have some discipline,
some sort of discipline and restraint.
Yeah, but
to not,
depends on your values, though, right?
Yeah, depends on how much you value that relationship and yourself.
So I mean, needless to say, I don't know with this brother. I mean, he's on this. What's that show?
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I don't watch that crap. I don't watch that crap. But they're on there. And didn't he get them on that show too, as well, Omarion?
No.
He didn't get Apryl on there?
He got Apryl on there, but he didn't get Fizz on there.
Okay, so
Fizz got himself on there because his crazy baby mama.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I heard about her too.
Yeah, she a little off.
Yeah, but I guess they all off, but.
I mean, ain't nobody in this world normal.
But burning bridges is not cool. It's some things you can do and you can recover from.
Right.
And some things that you can't. And especially if you're in the industry and people like you, they like your values, they think you're respectful. They don't like to see you do a brother wrong like that, And so when you make a move like that, you got to know there's repercussions that's going to come with that.
Well, just do your dirt in private like some people.
Yeah.
Presidents do their dirt in private.
But ooh, girl, that was a lot. So, I wish you the best, Omarion, because you're the bomb. As far as them other people, child, I ain't even studying them, okay? But are we through with that?
I think we are.
Now, this is what's itching me, because this is like trending right now. George Zimmerman, you remember him, the dude that fatally shot Trayvon Martin. I remember it well because we were in Florida just coming up
Where
here.
are you?
Yes, we lived in Florida, and
Mm-hmm.
we didn't actually move up here until like we moved up here the next year, but we were
Mm.
here, you know, and I remember it so well. George Zimmerman shot that unarmed young man. He was coming from 7-Eleven, and the result of the story, he was with Neighborhood Watch or whatever, and he said, well, the real story goes he was following Trayvon from 7-Eleven, and I guess Trayvon was like, "Yo, what's up? You creeping me out?" But the story, as I can recall, goes that Trayvon was coming from 7-Eleven. He had a bag of Skittles and like a watermelon, one of those,
Arizona.
yeah, one of those tropical drinks. And I guess he noticed the guy was following him and he attacked him or he jumped on George, and George Zimmerman killed him. And of course, he was acquitted, and the Department of Justice decided not to file civil charges. And so basically, the guy walked away free. He had people around here fundraising for his defense
Mm-hmm.
and a blatant disregard for that young man's life. And then now they're suing for $100 million on the base. They're suing the family of Trayvon Martin, as well as the prosecution, the supposed fake witnesses. They're suing on the basis of conspiracy and a fake witness. You didn't hear about that?
I did. I heard different charges though. I think it was like defamation of character
That too.
and
That's a byproduct of.
but I was just like it's another thing that is just stupid.
It is
Because
stupid.
I can't um deface your character if I'm proving facts. Like it was just the facts of the case. And it just so happens that said case was publicized.
He's bold because he's lucky he didn't get his ass kicked the first time around. He
What?
walked away
I'm
with an
about to say
acquittal.
he's lucky that he's still
Alive,
alive.
yeah. And that's a blatant disregard. I don't know who cooked this up, but you would think this family has lost their loved one and all the publicity and everything, and then for that man to get an acquittal and walk away and he had people collecting money for his defense
Mhm.
and everything, and it just was a blatant disregard for that young boy's life. And then they
Mhm.
tried to paint the picture like he smoked weed, tried to make him out of a bad kid,
Right.
like they all do. And then, of course, now books have been written, but for you to all of a sudden pop your head up, and I guess the allegation about the fake witness is supposedly Trayvon Martin was on the phone.
Yeah, the young lady that he was on the phone with and she
So you stuck and you interrupted me. I could have kept going because I'm not stuck. I can tell you.
that's fair.
If you're going to jump in, at least flow, okay?
Go
You
ahead.
got it?
That's
You
fair.
got it?
That's
It's
fair.
fair, but do you got it? Go ahead. You got it?
Go ahead.
You mad?
No.
Look how she's saying it. Look, no,
Mhm.
you got I'll let you go.
Go
But
ahead.
basically, yeah, supposedly the allegation is that prior to the incident, Trayvon was on the phone with his girlfriend and her name was Diamond, whatever. And so, but he really was on the phone with his girlfriend. But the one that got on the stand and testified pretended like she was his girlfriend, but she wasn't. And that's why they were saying it was a fake witness. So I don't know what made them want to dig that out, but they did a book and a documentary came out. I go to just show you how crackers is. And I say crackers, when I say crackers, because these are people that go out here and I call Zimmerman a cracker, okay? Because he took a life of a young man and had people backing him, knowing he was wrong. He was pursuing that young man. And to me, that's the lowest. It's a disregard for life. It's just blatant and it's ruthless. And so, just like they call people niggas in the true sense of the word, I call him a cracker. And I
Mhm.
mean that. So, and I'm offended that how dare you do this to this family, talking about a fake witness and it was a conspiracy and defaming his name in the book, talking about their defame. Your face defames you by the fact that you still walking around here. When you look in the mirror, that's defamation, you know? So that was that hit me real hard, girl.
I mean, there's not being that the suit was just filed. There's not much to go based off of other than the fact of what the basis in which he is filing said suit. I do think it is disgusting. Fact of the matter is that nothing that was said was untrue, regardless of whether or not you agree with it, facts are facts and they remain facts at the end of the day. And okay, fine. You don't like the way that they were presented. That's not up to the family.
But that's the issue, what they're saying, because of because the real girlfriend was on the phone with him, but they had a recorded audio
Mm-hmm.
of him on the phone with his girlfriend, supposedly when Mr. Zimmerman approached him.
Right.
So she was witness to it. But that's the issue, because although she was in Miami, this other girl, her name is Rachel somebody. This other girl actually took the stand and pretended to be his girlfriend. So they swapped places.
Now, my question is, did they do this with the consent of said girlfriend? Maybe she didn't want her face to be out.
And she did say that. She said that, I guess the narrative that they're playing is that they approached her. Somebody approached her about getting on the stand or whatever. And she said no, she didn't want to be a part of it because it was a lie or whatever. She didn't want to go along with it because she didn't want to be a false witness. And so they found someone else to pretend like she was the girlfriend.
Mm.
And so but then in the allegations in the suit, they're actually not only suing the young lady who pretended to be the girlfriend, but the actual girlfriend. They're trying to sue Crumb, the lawyer who represented the Martin family. They're trying to sue him and anybody that was on his defense and that person that did the documentary. Because according to, what's on the internet, that's the basis for where they got evidence from a book that was written. But that's a bunch of bull, because people just be coming up with stuff when they want to come up with
Right.
stuff.
I mean, like if I make a quote unquote documentary on, I don't know, on like the Salem witch trial and everything in it is wrong.
Salem witch trial, what's that?
The Salem witch trials in Salem, when they came over and they were like accusing people of being witches and they put like a whole bunch of women on trial
Really?
and like prosecuted them based off of like, it's like really, really old, like back in maybe like 16 or like 1500s. But
I gotta check that out.
it's like really old. But it's just like if I come out with a documentary and everything in said documentary is wrong, I'm just not a credible source anymore.
Right.
But that doesn't mean I'm gonna get sued. I'm just not credible.
I'm just so appalled, and I don't think it's gonna go. Which, what do I know? Because I'm not a legal analyst,
Right.
and I always say that. But just based upon what Crumb, that was their attorney, he was like, just another delusional effort, to try to profit off of the pain and suffering of someone. And it's totally disrespectful. Why you want to do this stuff?
Disgusting.
It's the holiday season. Even if it was not the holiday season,
It's disgusting.
you ain't getting none for Christmas. What's going on for you to? You've got to be. Come on! How dare you? How dare you try to sue the family of somebody you took their child from them?
Right. What more can you take?
Yes. And if somebody did lie on you, even if they did it intentionally, you walked away with an acquittal. Right. Come on, that's a lot of nerve.
You should just let it at that.
Yeah.
It's
Girl,
crazy.
I be getting hot because it be making me think about the system and how it works, and it's just not cool.
No, it's not.
It's not cool. So I was
George Zimmerman. You must have, they say that God protects babies and fools. He must be one hell of a fool. Because he ain't no baby. I'll tell you that much. But he must be one hell of a fool.
I don't know.
I don't know who is out there praying for him, but Lord have mercy.
Well, I don't know either. He's in Florida.
For real, can I get their prayers that he get?
I don't want them. I wouldn't want those.
Well, listen, whatever type of, whoever is out there praying for him, they got some sort of favor. Let me tell you.
So it seems. Maybe,
right.
Maybe for right now. And I know it would.
He got acquitted of charges of killing a child.
He did, but
let's just be clear. He wasn't a young man. He was a child.
He was a child. And, I don't know that man, and I don't know if he has conscience or anything like that. But he's got to live with himself.
Ooh.
And, I don't know what that's like. I just like to believe people think they get away with stuff in the short term. And maybe he bought into it. You know how you can make yourself believe it? Maybe he made himself believe that, it was self-defense. It was, people can do that if they want.
Some sort of favor.
But I don't call it favor. I don't know. It could be. It may seem like he's getting away with it. but it's not over till the fat lady sings, you know?
No, no, it's
And
not.
it's like you ever see somebody, it seems like they roll and they ball and they do. Cause I used to see people do stuff and seem like they get away with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I do something and I get caught like the first time.
First thing.
And I be like, God, why can't I get away with stuff, you know? But then I watch and these same people, and I'm grateful. I gotta say, I'm grateful that I get jammed up off the back because it lets me know you can't roll like this.
Right.
And
You
then
learn.
you learn not to do that. But for people who get away, they think they're getting slicker and slicker and slicker.
Mm-hmm.
And when the day comes and the ball drops, they ain't saying no Happy New Year. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
They're like, can you put some money on my canteen? You know,
Put
but
money on my books.
yeah, you never know. I
You
mean,
got
that's
money on your phone? I couldn't call you
I
yesterday.
know. But
Sorry.
they don't be that nice. They be like, they be stressing when you be in there trying to make them phone calls.
Mhm.
Because I done seen people, but that kind of disturbed me a little bit, and just the timing of it and everything. You know, I always have my theories about how people do. They're just strategic with timing. What are you trying to deflect? What are you trying to do?
Right.
Is
What
it
did he do?
is it
He
something?
did something.
Is it something, or is it something politically? Because you know, Trayvon's mother, Sabrina Martin, she's running for some kind of council to replace someone in the 2020 election. So I don't know, and they've done a lot of good with gun control and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So I don't know if it's politically fused, but you never know. And when you talk about the state of Florida, yo, you talking about a whole nother beast down there. You
What
know,
you mean?
because you know, like you said, we have a bipartisan Congress, you know, with a Senate and a House of Representatives, and
Mhm.
you know how that stuff's supposed to work. But as you can see with the president and these articles of impeachment and just this process, people pretty much can do what they want to do and get away with it. And the way legislatures operate in Florida, they may not operate in New York,
Mm.
and the only people who can really come after them are their constituents.
Okay.
So it's like a different culture. Here, we're very progressive.
Right.
But and I mean, things happen here too, but the vibe I got from when I lived in Florida, if you try to turn up down there, you be in turtle ditches and hanging on trees, and I mean, that's just the vibe where I was. There was like a mentality of fear, like, "Oh, no, master gonna get us. Oh, no."
Oh.
You know, just the mindset. I'm not stereotyping
No, no,
everybody,
no. But I mean, if this is your experience.
especially people of color,
Mhm.
like Trayvon Martin, which that became a worldwide movement, and people really raised up for that, and I'm grateful for that. But and so someone initiated it in Florida, I'm sure. So I'm not saying it about the whole
Mhm.
state. I'll just say like the little place where I was,
Mhm.
if there were injustices and you try to rally some people,
You
them
turned up missing.
them Negroes ain't finna be doing that. They be like, look, they gonna cut off my check. I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I gotta go to the WIC office and I ain't doing that, you know. But and
Uh-huh.
then a lot of people just would be afraid, man, them crackers ain't gonna get me. I'm on probation or something like that, you know.
Gotcha.
So it's a whole so that's why I say I don't know what they're doing and what the purpose of they're doing it, but Florida is probably an ideal place to do it. My mother used to tell me Florida was one of the worst states in the union, and I understood that. I lived there 20 years,
Mhm.
you know, so I get it, but I don't know, my prayers go out to Trayvon's family, and I think it's a disgrace just to awaken the wounds.
It's a spit in the face.
Yeah, it is a spit in the face, but who knows? Maybe like
It might be a blessing in disguise as
it might
well.
be. It might be.
Because at the end, with her running for this office, I'm not specific about what office. I'm just finding this
Some
out.
sitting on some council or chairman of something, I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Some
whatever
office.
it may be, but whatever political office in which she is running for, this just goes to show, other people about how dignified she could be in the face of adversity. And with that being said, it's like, okay, fine. This is going on. Fine. It's going on. But I'm still going to show you that I can still handle whatever is going on and more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, kudos.
And it'll be fine. So it'll work out. It'll work out. And my prayers and sending lots of positive energy to his family and their lawyer, Mr. Crumbs. You know, he seems to be pretty cool, and they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all
Mhm.
right because you know when you try to dig ditches for people, you know that old saying, "You better dig one for you."
Mhm.
But he
Because you
might,
might be laying in
yeah,
it.
you might be laying in it. So that's neither here nor there. And speaking of that situation, today, I believe today marked the 50th anniversary of let me look at my notes. Black Panther out of Chicago. His name, activist Fred Hampton of the Black, he was the chairman of the
Oh
Black Panthers.
yeah,
It marked the 50th anniversary of the police and the FBI killing
killing
him
him.
in
They're
his
doing a
bed.
movie
Yeah.
about him.
And they should. And people are like, "Oh, why are you bringing up the past?" Because we need to. Because people don't need,
Sankofa.
yeah, people do not need to forget there's still injustices going on, just like the thing with Trayvon Martin. Like, and we know what the Black Panther was about. They were
Yep.
policing the police, protecting their
Protecting their own.
protecting their own.
Mhm.
And but they made us seem like, "Oh my God, they're monsters, they're
Mhm.
killers," like Fred Hampton was saying. I was listening to one of his speeches. They pit us against each
Each
other
other.
because we got
Mhm.
hair on our face or because we got a lot of hair. They try to paint this picture of how we look. And you fear us. You don't fear us because we're something to be feared. You fear us because of the way you've treated us, and we should be
Mhm.
busting your ass. That's really what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all pray for me because I'm trying to quit cussing, but it just ain't happening yet. So,
In
but
good time. It's not meant
yeah,
to be in our time, but only in
yeah.
God's. So that's all.
Yeah. So that was the 50th anniversary of that. And I think that's pretty huge because, and I know the Black Panthers are still existing, maybe on a little lower key
Mhm.
because, you got the FBI and you got all of these intelligent agencies that's monitoring the actions and movements of certain groups of people. And yeah, if you people of color, we being watched, you already know that
Mhm.
anyway. But I just think that's really tragic because someone rises up to organize. I guess blacks were supposed to be not even blacks, because it was people of
There
color.
were
It was
people,
white people
yeah.
too in it. So I don't even want to say
I
blacks.
think it was just like the philosophy behind the
Yeah.
Black Panthers that scared big government.
Yeah.
So it was just the fact that how can this one person or this very small group of people whom we've been oppressing for hundreds and hundreds of years
Yes.
all of a
Yes.
sudden get so intellectually profound
Mm.
that not only are they able to unify their own community but also gather the attention of the people around them.
Galvanize. Yes.
And it was just
Yes.
like, "Ah, ha, ha. Oh, you thought we were dumb. That's cute. We played
Yeah.
dumb for
Yeah.
years. We played
Yeah.
dumb." There's a difference
Yeah.
of being dumb and playing dumb.
But that's strategic
Yep.
because I heard somebody made a joke. Excuse me. They just came out the blue and said, "Oh no, master, we would never learn how to read. We would
Mhm.
never do
But
that."
you put a
Right?
Bible in our hand.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So it's like, I mean, I guess it's strategy.
Tell
It's
you.
you learn from your afflictions and you do what you got to do to survive and you
Mhm.
learn the game. I can't let you know everything that I know or what I'm doing, but I great organization,
Mhm.
the Black Panthers. Great.
Beautiful thing.
Absolutely. And I don't see nothing wrong with it
Nope.
because I think people should protect their own. And I'm not even going to go into that. It's just like, and I will say every great leader that we have had as African American people, when they get too powerful, the government get involved and take them out.
Mhm.
It's like we just got to keep them oppressed because I think they see the strength, they see the intelligence, you see the
That's
resilience.
true.
It's like no matter what we do to these people, they still be bopping and swagging and
Popping and
hey,
weaving and
hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just that strong spirit
Mhm.
and
Resilience.
it is resilience. But it's all good. So I'm just hoping we can get out of here early today, can't we? You got anything else you want to talk about?
No,
I know you don't because we're coming to the end of the year.
it is.
Yeah. And am I happy about that?
I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm a little sad.
Why? Because you're getting
Um,
older?
no, I'm not.
You're not. I
No.
am.
No, I'm not. I am not getting any older. I will be 26 forever.
So why are you happy that the year is coming to a close?
I'm happy because that means I get to see another year. I'm sad because there's just like so much that I wish I would have done. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I would have traveled more. I wish I had time to spend with like my family.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're like, "Oh, well, I can always do it next year." So essentially, what I am saying is I am learning from my own mistakes. So I'm happy that
Good.
the year is coming to an end because that means all the mistakes I have made them and I have, you know, laid them down to rest.
So when January 1st comes,
Oh
like,
no, not January 1st. When? What's today's date?
okay.
My new year doesn't start where everybody else's new year
That's where
begins.
I am too, because when I learn something or something comes to me, like I used to try to do those New Year resolutions,
That
and
stuff don't work.
it's good if you follow the theory of change, because the
Right.
theory of change tells you, you go through the mental state and then you set
Mm,
a date to do this. And, that works for some people. But for a lot of people, for me, once I understand something and really get it down here and make that decision that, hey, this is what I'm going to do, it
hmm
doesn't have to be January
Conviction is
1st.
all it takes.
Absolutely.
Conviction
Yeah.
and dedication and time.
Yeah.
And understanding and forgiveness because you're gonna slip up and
Absolutely.
you have to be able to forgive yourself. I think that's been like the worst part of it all
Yeah.
is the fact that I haven't been able to forgive myself when I slipped up.
Yeah.
And until like it was like way, way down the line, it's like, okay, I'm over
It's process though.
it.
It's process. And I think sometimes, because I get it, like sometimes when I be praying, oh God, forgive me, Lord,
Mm,
and then myself, that guilt will try to come on me. But then I'm like, no, because I know guilt will keep me stuck.
right.
Because if I'm guilty, I'm just ruminating, just thinking over what I've done. And then, but I say, well, Imogene, you didn't do it on purpose, this and that.
Mhm,
And then I'm like, girl, get up. What you gonna do? Just lay down here. But what helps me, I just compare myself to other things, because there's nothing new under the sun. And there's nothing that we could do or haven't done that
mhm,
hasn't been done or wasn't done.
mhm,
So that kind of helps me. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm grateful for today.
mhm.
But am I rushing for the year to end? No, I'm just
No,
trying to get the most. I try to really live in the moment, and I try to be mindful and just enjoy. But I'm grateful if I get to see another day.
that's great.
So and Christmas though, all y'all people getting hyped for Christmas.
I don't
You
my
was finna say you hate Christmas.
I was going to say I hate Christmas. Sound like such a Grinch, but I feel like Christmas is nice for children. Like, granted, I tell this to people all the time. I was never allowed to believe in Santa Claus. My mother did not play that game.
Right.
She's like, why am I giving the credit to this fat white man? And I'm the one who went out and bought all these
There you
gifts.
go.
And I'm the one who,
Hello.
I'm the one who had to work for it. Ain't nobody else gonna get this. Sorry, don't listen to this in the car with your kids. I'm gonna say this: Santa Claus ain't real. It's not real. Your parents buy the gifts, they put it up under the tree, call it a day. I'm sorry, children.
And there's some people that would really be mad at you for saying
For
that,
what?
which is the most craziest thing in the world, in my opinion.
Why? Why would someone be upset for me saying that Santa ain't real?
Well, I've heard it said that some parents like, well, let the kids have their fun and believe. It's nothing wrong with them believing in Santa Claus.
Oh, really? You think it's nothing wrong with a fat white man coming down your chin? You have okay, fine. In that case, let kids have their fun. Home invasion is fun because that's what Santa
Because
Claus
that's what it
does.
is, right? I know.
That's what he does.
It really is.
He leaves gifts, yes, but he still invades your privacy and
Absolutely.
coming into your home
Absolutely.
without your permission.
Yeah.
So let's just be clear.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like, Santa Claus isn't real. He isn't real. He isn't real. Sorry.
I just don't buy into it. And when I was a little girl, it's not like I got a lot of Christmas stuff
I
for
got
Christmas.
like hobby stuff as a kid, and I used
My-
to love it. My mom
Did
used
you?
to, yeah, she used to get me like one Christmas I got a crochet kit.
I
Another
like to
Christmas I
crochet.
got like a jewelry
Jewelry?
making
Yeah.
set.
Good stuff.
I got like
Yeah.
like nowadays kids will be like, well, I want an iPhone.
Yeah.
One Christmas I did get a cell phone, but I was definitely excited for that.
Yeah. Well, new time. You needed a cell phone, right?
Yeah. So like one year I did get a cell phone, but it's because I worked hard for that phone. Okay, there was a lot of cleaning and homework and not getting in trouble for stupid stuff.
Right, right.
So
you earned it. You
in a way, I did everything.
You weren't naughty. You were nice, huh?
In a way, yes, I did everything I was supposed to do without her having to say it. So that, in the back of her mind, it wasn't like, I had to tell her all year to clean up her room. I'm not getting her nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, I got good stuff.
Did
I
you?
got books as a kid.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I got
You're preaching
you
to the
know,
choir over
even
here.
though I got like clothes and like music and stuff like that, like the commercial stuff,
Yeah.
most of the stuff that I got when I went to school, like after the holiday break was over and I told people what I got, they'll be like, well, why would you want that? And I was excited
Yeah.
because, I was in there making my own jewelry. I made my own
That's a
earrings.
good gift though.
I
Yeah.
made, scarves and like little, what are those things?
Little booties.
Booties and
The little hats.
pot holders.
Yeah. Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was, to this day, I'll say it. I was a weird kid. I got excited for stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I don't say you're weird. It's just, I guess, the times, and you knew your situation and what was important to you. And if it worked for you, it worked.
It did.
I just
But I don't know.
in my house, we ain't believe in no
I'll
damn
shop if
Santa
I want
Claus.
to get you. I'm about to say, if I get you a gift, it's a gift. It don't have nothing to do with Christmas.
Yeah, but you could do that through the year, I think.
And which I do. Merry
and-
Christmas.
and that's, I'm just trying to make a point to some people because you hear it every year. You're gonna go spend all this money,
Mhm.
and they're getting you with the commercials and the music.
Sales
Yeah, no,
and-
the music. They're putting you in the spirit and the Christmas shows and the kids. You're walking outside with your kids Christmas caroling, and you're by the department store
that.
windows with the gifts look all pretty, and everybody's spreading Christmas cheer. And people get emotional, and they succumb to those emotions. And I'm not knocking it.
I am.
If that's what they want to do, I'm just not doing it. I didn't, even growing up, I didn't have Christmas like that. My mother gave me corny stuff. Well, stuff I needed, like a coat.
Yeah,
or
like
a
I got
typewriter.
clothes.
She gave me a typewriter for Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have loved that.
I loved it, but that girl, that's a whole. I got a Smith Corona. It was green. And I was the only person in my whole extended family. So I had my uncles, can I use your typewriter?
Oh,
And stuff like that. But, mom would get me a dictionary, or I'm like, come on, lady.
I got a Bible one year for Christmas.
Oh, yeah, that's classic. I think all parents.
My grandmama got me a Bible.
I
remember one Christmas.
all black kids get a Bible.
I remember one Christmas, my great aunt Dodo, she came up to me.
Dodo?
Well, her name was Dora, but I couldn't say it.
Oh, okay.
So it was just Aunt Dodo.
I thought you was calling her a dodo.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just checking.
But she asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and it was so specific. I came to her and I said, I want a green dress.
Okay.
And that's what she got me. And I loved that dress. I
Did
begged
you?
my mother every year around like my birthday to wear the dress, and she always told me no.
Why?
Because it was a velour dress, and I was
Yeah.
a kid, and it was long sleeve, and it was green, and had a little gold heart.
Oh,
It
that
zipped
sounds
up,
so cute.
and it had a little
though.
gold heart right here.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love that dress. I
Yeah.
still love that dress, and I will never forget when she got it from me because I was so happy.
Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. It
I
made you
love that
happy.
dress. It was
Yeah.
this color, actually.
Yeah,
Now that I think about
yeah.
it, but it was so pretty, and it was soft, and
The velour. Yeah, I can remember that. Well, that's wonderful. So are you celebrating like the traditional Christmas or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah?
I really don't do holidays too much.
I don't. Well, I don't. It'll be
Like we do it for well, this year we're going down to Georgia to visit, my family. So this year we do Christmas for like the kids.
Mm.
So, they'll wake up Christmas morning, they'll open their gifts. The adults, we don't exchange gifts or nothing like that until like New Year's because it doesn't really make a difference. Also, it's better sales after Christmas.
Absolutely. If you're gonna buy, that's the time to go.
So,
I want to go to Arundel Mills Mall in Baltimore, Maryland.
mm-hmm.
They have those sales, girl. When you hit it up like February,
Tell you.
oh my goodness. And-
Nordstrom. Woo!
Yeah,
Nordstrom after I used to work at Nordstrom. This is why I know it was good because I used to work there. Those sales are amazing after Christmas. They try to get you with like the sales before Christmas, and
Yeah.
they'd be like little stuff.
yeah.
But those sales after Christmas, because they trying to get everything.
They got to get
out.
rid of it. They got to get rid of it for spring.
Child.
But I hope whoever's celebrating have a Merry Christmas and spend as much money as you like. If that's what you want to do, make your kids happy and whatever, or buy gifts. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I'm just saying, me, where I am in my journey, like, I'm not doing that. Because I like buy all year long. And if
Mhm.
I want to give somebody a gift, I give somebody a gift. And I want somebody to do the same. But am I gonna go make these stores their bottom line? I'm trying to boost my business and make a profit.
That's
I'm
right.
not taking my money for them. And it's just, And it's like they study our behaviors, all the ads that pop up, they cookies on your computer, so they know what you like, everything. And so they know exactly how to pitch
I was
it
looking for a
to you.
wig for Christmas because I didn't want to do my hair this like
Yeah, girl, I
for
gotta
the
put my
next
wig back on.
the next 3 months. I wasn't planning on doing my hair, so I was looking for a wig. When I tell you, every time I go on Facebook, there's some sort of wig
Yeah,
ad.
yeah,
I was like, "Are you serious?"
yeah. I mean, we know it's no price, and they'll tell you like with the cookies,
Like a
but they're
good wig
they're
too.
they're monitoring the sites that you, and if you read the terms and stuff of the
Mhm.
agreement, they'll tell you they're doing that. But for the most part, if you're gonna live in the world and be somewhat in the know, you
Mhm.
have to be in the virtual world. Because if you're not, you're kind of like behind in the game. But it's just bad when you think about these social media platforms. They allow us to use them for free, but they're banking on it's not for free. They're making
No.
so much money off of us,
Ads. Yeah.
our attitudes and our what we like and what we don't. People don't get that. And then they come right back at the end of the year, Christmas, and be pitching this stuff for you. And they really pitch commercials to your kids too. Oh, mom, I gotta have that. I want Harry Potter's whatever, and I get the latest toy, and then the kid bugs the parents so bad, and they get it, and
And
I'll
then
be
they
like,
break it
"Look,
10 minutes later.
go sit your behind down. You're not getting nothing." We used to get the big candy cane. That now I love that the big candy cane, and we'd have the nuts, and Mama would have the oranges and the
Mhm.
apples, and
My
a good
grandma did that
meal.
one year.
But all that extra stuff, you buy all them toys, and it's this one toy that kids like, and the rest just. And then after that, come January, you sitting around here, got to call up trying to make arrangements to pay your bills, stuff like that, right?
Not I,
No,
said the dad.
no. I'm into the Kwanzaa though because I like the concepts. I like the idea of concepts each day, whether it be unity or to get together or whatever the different days.
Mhm.
I kind of like that, and I celebrate. My mom died on Christmas Eve, so this will be her 22nd anniversary
Wow.
on Christmas Eve, and that's special because I go deeper than the superficial stuff.
Mhm.
I reflect and I think about the good times and we share stories and then I keep my money in my pocket cuz I could do something really good rather than buying my kids all this stuff. It's hungry people in my neighborhood
Right.
or it's somebody who needs coats or somebody who need this. I'd rather do that. That's just me. Y'all ain't getting my little money. Ain't got none, but I'm not going shopping. Y'all is not getting my money like that. The rest of y'all go ahead and spend your money if you got it like that, go for it. But just know, and they say it every year on the news, but they say when we know better, we do better. And I guess maybe some people just like spending money, a lot of money, then they be trying to take stuff back
I'm
after the
frugal,
holidays.
Fran.
I'm frugal too.
Frugal Fran. It was funny because the other day I walked into a store and I was there for one thing. Of course, I walked out with a whole bunch of other stuff,
No, you
but
did.
I
You've been
did.
shopping a lot lately
I
too.
did. I have. I
You
need to
have.
stop. Well,
It's
I
it's
need
nothing, but it's
clothes.
nothing
Well,
wrong with
no,
it.
it's like I go shopping, but I need clothes.
But it's
So
nothing wrong with it because I'm
it's
happy that you like we were at the nail place. You went shopping, you and Courtney went shopping.
uh
You got the baby stuff for the baby
oh,
shower.
that
You
little
know,
boy. He
that
is
was
so
yeah,
cute.
yeah.
He's
But
big, but he cute.
it's nothing wrong with shopping. It's nothing wrong if that's what make you feel good. You work every day. You deserve to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I ball on a budget.
Okay.
And it's a very tight one. But uh what I realized is that I went in there for pajama pants and I came out with like two dresses and socks and stuff like that, but everything was on sale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's like everything was like maybe like $4 here, $5
Yeah.
here, $7 there, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
lunch money. You can do that because like
Yeah.
I went in the store yesterday. I went to get Chinese food and I needed to get out because it snowed. So I went and I fell yesterday, but I
Oh.
I went to go get and then I said, let me just go in this store. Matter of fact, I had got this, I got another one, a red one. I
Mm.
got some boots and I got some slacks. And I was like, I really can't do shopping stores because it's just too much stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't be having time that I'm like, this is overwhelming for me. Cause I have certain stores that
Right.
I know my but so I was in there for probably about like an hour.
And you walk out with like 4 things.
Yeah, but it was, and I really wanted, and then when she rung it up and it was all on, I was like, that's all. Let me go get me some more stuff. But then I couldn't because I had to come home. But just being out, that did me a little good.
If it feels nice to shop, but I think my one thing that I'm trying to get to is that if you're gonna shop, if you're saying like, oh, I want to go shopping,
Yeah.
but don't wait until the holidays come to spend all your money
Yeah. Yeah.
in like one big spot as
Yeah.
opposed to just, doing
Because
things
you
a little
lose.
bit.
'Cause
Exactly.
you lose like that instead of, and even for people that's going to buy gifts, if you just got to buy something, maybe buy that one thing.
And then that's it.
Yeah. Or in after Christmas. Because I know I've purchased things before, not the holidays, but I've purchased things. And then I go back 2 weeks later and see it's on sale. But I'm like, oh, I just had to have that. I couldn't wait because I wanted this. I don't do that now, which like the shoe store I go to or the store, I know they get a shipment every Wednesday. So I know that's the day to go. You know what I'm saying?
Shipment every
Yeah, I know. I know when they
you know exactly.
No. Well,
you
I
go
know.
there that much that you know exactly when they get their shoes.
Well, I was a business major, so you learn that too. But yeah, you want to know when the new stock comes. And if you shop at a store long enough, all you have to do is watch the trends of how they pricing stuff, how they moving stuff, even from merchandising, shifting stuff in the store. If you go there enough, you know how it operates. Because I'll want something and it costs too much. And I'm like, I really want that. But nah, I'm not paying that much for it. And if I wait, even if it's out of stock, I can do that thing, rain check. I can do rain check, or I can go online. No, not that I'm so cheap, but why not?
No, that's not
why
cheap.
not
That's
get
smart.
Why not? Why?
Get the bang for your buck.
Yeah, I bought I had bought this picture. I paid $200 for that picture, which is worth it. I think if it would have costed whatever, if I'd had the money for whatever, I would have to hustle that money to get that picture because I liked it. But I bought it and then I got it home and then I went back to the store and I seen that picture for like $75. And I was hurt.
Why?
Hurt because I paid more for it,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and had I waited. So I just learned I don't really, you get a certain age, you got the basics of life, everything you need. I ain't really with all that no more. So I just, and I'm mad because you bought me a gift and my son got me a gift and I'm like, why did you do that?
Because you deserve it and take it and you're welcome.
I do, don't I? Thank you. No, I really like it. And
That's
I had to
good.
go buy an outfit to match it. But thank you. Thank you so much, Toni. I really appreciate that. And it was really nice talking with you today.
It was.
And Omarion, you are so fine. Don't worry about that little skeezer and that little Fizz. Let them do what they do because it's plenty of women that want you, But yeah, y'all, it's been real. It's been real kicking it with y'all a little bit today. It's been real kicking it with you. And take us out of here, Toni. I'm going to throw on some Bobby a little bit.
You can't play the music while I'm talking, though.
Oh, well, you better talk louder. What's up?
It's not going, you ain't going to be able to hear me. All right, go ahead.
No, I ain't going to play it. I'm going to wait.
All right, so.
Give us some energy. Take us out of here. Turn up.
Ready? Okay. Thanks, guys, for joining us tonight. Make sure you like, comment. Why can I never say comment? Like, comment, and subscribe to everything. Make sure you turn on your notification bells. We are up on perfectlyincomplete.me with our forum. Tell us what you think. You guys can interact with one another as opposed to just interacting with just us. Speaking of the holiday season, our store is open. So if you are going to buy a gift, might as well buy from us. We're Black owned.
Yes, we are.
All right, we'll see y'all later.
All right, y'all. Deuces. Love you guys.